Okay, this is day 24. Are you guys ready for the deep dive? I hope you are. So today we are talking about calmness versus chaos. So what I mean by that is sometime if you're in a relationship where chaos was normal, after that, if you get into a relationship where it seems like everything is calm, that may seem like not normal to you because we get into a habit, especially if it was for years, where your relationship was a chaos and your cortisol level kept going up, meaning your stress was high. You may think that that is normal for a relationship. It is not. A relationship is supposed to make you feel that the peace, you're having that inner peace. Not all the time. It's normal that sometimes you will have conflict, but it is even after that honeymoon phase. What I mean by that is when you meet somebody, things are going great, but after some time is when you will start having some conflicts, right? Any two people, after some time, even with friendship, you will have that conflict. How you navigate that is important. So you may meet somebody where you have the pattern from the past. It all comes with, again, we can't change anyone else. We can only change ourselves, how we respond, even if the person is similar to somebody who we have been with before. So to know that, first of all, we need to start thinking. I'll talk to you guys about this triangle again, the thinking, feeling, speaking, action, because the self-help industry will talk to you about thinking, feeling, action, but you can't control feeling. It's the thinking and feeling, they go hand in hand in split second. If you don't believe me, think of a thought that last year you had some challenging situation. In split second, the feeling is there. If it was good or bad, right? You can't really control the feeling. But what you can control with practice is speaking, and that's when you can get the manifestation faster. TSA, thinking, speaking, action. So what you want to do is start thinking from that perspective that, calm is not boring. Calm, where it brings you peace, that is normal. Chaos is not normal. So now, if you are a very high energy person, I am very high energy anyway. So, for you, that might be the person you want to become. And if your point A is here and point B is here, at this stage, you lost yourself a little bit, right? After divorce, after breakup from a long relationship, you have to rebuild your identity, because your identity kind of goes away after if you're in a relationship for 10, 15, 20 years, because it's a long time, right? So you kind of start changing your identity a little bit as you go through your life. So you have to rebuild your identity, and you have to find who you are in this stage and who you want to attract. So the person who you want to attract kind of goes hand in hand with who you become. So you start thinking about that, what you really want. Is calmness your style or chaos your style? I haven't heard anybody, the people I coach and others, that anybody wants chaos in their relationship. So I think the calmness is what is usually preferred. Start thinking about that. Second is the speaking. You can write it down as an affirmation. The easiest I tell you guys is your best friend, people from your family, friends, co-workers, whoever, one or two people your best friends are. Start talking about that. I want to attract somebody who is calm. I want to attract somebody who cares for spending the quality time with me. Whatever your desire is, write it down. One sentence, not too difficult. Anything that resonates with you, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just write it down, that somewhat it kind of gets to your mind that, okay, this is what I'm looking for, right? Because what it does is, next time when you take an action, and the action part is you kind of write it down, so it kind of starts making your mind to focus on that, not the version here at point A, but the version here at point B. So I'm going to tell you guys, the mirror, right? So, okay, I'm trying to show, okay, my picture, oh, where is it? Here. So for me, the person I am is in here. So this is the version I'm going to attract. What I mean by that is, So the point A, if I stay in the point A, this is point A is what is going to reflect here, the frequency. And this is from my version point B. This is what is going to reflect here. Because what happens is, think of the person you are in the mirror right now. That is the frequency. That frequency is 700 hertz. I'm getting into the physics stuff anyway. And if you are here in 300 hertz, the person you want to attract will be in that zone. Because if you are in here, frequency wise, let's simplify it. If you are here, you will be attracting a person. If you are in that, if you think that chaos is normal, that's what you're going to attract. You have to become magnetically that person, like if 700 hertz or whatever that, call it as. Like in my case, I'm like very high energy, enthusiastic, all of this. I love traveling, whatnot. So anyway, so this is who I am. Then I'll be attracting person here. So, I mean, I'm giving you guys the example, but I'm not really looking at it right now. Anyway, that's not my story. It's for you guys. But the point is, I'm giving you guys the example that how you have to start thinking to change it in your mind, because how we think, how we speak, how we act is what creates our reality. You don't want to start, keep thinking and speaking and taking action from this point. You want to do it from here. And to do that, it needs some practice. And to practice that, my friends, TSA, thinking, speaking, action from the zone you want to attract the person from. So in summary, what you have to remember, the mirror, mirror, mirror. Who are you seeing in the mirror? I'm having a hard time where it shows up on the screen and my face. Okay, so that's the person. Maybe take a mirror for yourself and look it up in the mirror. What that person is that person smiling, is stressed out, worried? Whatever you see in that mirror, you are going to attract. So right now, if you're not smiling, if you're not admiring yourself, that is the version of the person you're going to attract. If you want somebody who's kind and gentle, start speaking like you are kind and gentle. If you want somebody who is high energy, start speaking like somebody who is high energy, because that's how it all works. So I hope you give this a try. Pick up a mirror, look at yourself, start changing yourself. Like literally, that's how it works. So good luck, and let me know how it is going for you. All these things, write down a comment below. And also please do share it with others, because it's all about having fun. Make fun your new foundation. When you're coming out of that dark tunnel, I know how hard that dark tunnel is. If you don't know, if you're new here in this channel, a year and a half ago, I lost my corporate executive leadership position and my marriage at the same time, within 2 to 3 weeks time. It was hard. I was in a dark tunnel. I couldn't even believe that there could be any light at the end of the tunnel. But now I'm in an unstoppable zone. So if a normal person, if I could do it, you can do it too, my friends. Believe in yourself. Really believe in yourself. Pick up the mirror, look at your face, see all the expression. You can do it. You can do it. Reach out to me if you need help on my website. I have information, the email and contact number. If you need coaching, I'm more than happy to help you. The first 1 or 2 coaching is free, and then you can see if we fit, and I will be happy to help you to get from your, the dark tunnel to an unstoppable zone. So until then, have fun. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye.